New Jersey, what's happening, guys? Hey, it's been a couple days, so hopefully everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I know I did. Had a good time, man. A nice little break from the world, I guess. That was cool. So spent some time with the family, had some good food, and yeah. So hopefully everyone's doing well and safe. Nothing really crazy to report in the New Jersey cannabis, other than nothing's really happening. Still, we're still waiting for lawmakers, legislation to figure it all out. And it seems like it's still going nowhere. But with that being said, it looks like the next time we're gonna look back, or we're gonna meet as of now is gonna be December 17th. It's looking like that's when I looked up and I saw that like both those panels are gonna be meeting again. So I think that's a Thursday, and I guess that's gonna be a couple weeks from now. But realistically, hopefully by then we have some better news, and hopefully some better changes to this legislation, because it's still ugly. And hopefully decriminalization that moves forward. But I figured, I was sitting there and I was curious this morning, and I was like, man, I wonder, I'm selfish. I've only been looking at what New Jersey's been going on. I was like, let me see what's going on with the other states. And I thought this was kind of interesting. So it kind of does play into New Jersey, but Arizona and South Dakota, those two, we'll touch base on those on a second. But then there was also Montana, and then New Jersey. So we know how we all stand, but Montana, man, people aren't too happy over there. The first thing I did when I had searched it, man, the first thing I came up was that people were they said they voted for it and it was wrong. They wanted to redo it. I guess they were pissed about some implementations. Maybe voters weren't happy with it in general. And possibly it looks like what they were going to do with their legislation, people weren't too thrilled with. I'm sure there's other stuff into it, but I just saw that they were kind of having a struggle on it. So we're not the only ones. Arizona and South Dakota, though, man, it looks like the first thing I'd pop up is I do a search, and there's kind of like a marijuana site that has good monumental moments in time. Maybe I'll put the link in there. Check it out. It basically said that in Arizona, the first thing that popped up was as of January 1st, people will be able to, I believe it was, purchase an ounce of cannabis, or hold an ounce of cannabis, and they'll be able to grow up to 6 plants for personal use. Wow, that was no brainer right there. That's what we should be looking at in New Jersey. Something simple. I didn't see crazy stuff coming up, man. Again, I Googled that, and you Google New Jersey, and it's New Jersey, this is what we have to do. This is what we aren't doing. Why are we trying to take money from this? Man, you Google the other states, and, it seems like a little bit more, I don't know, what's the word I'm trying to think? I don't know. It's simplified. Just, it seems simple. We're trying to do something crazy over here. We're trying to make it into a reality show or some shit. So I don't know what's going on. And in South Dakota, same thing. Looks like, again, they'll be able to purchase, as of January 1st, they'll be able to purchase marijuana for recreational use. Again, 21 years and older. And they'll be able to, I believe it said as well, too, 6 plants you'll be able to have, 6 matured plants. So, again, they're, obviously they realize that you cannot, create this mega industry and do this overnight. They're saying hey, we're going to get this going, but we're going to take this in a different way. And they're also, it seems like what they're talking about is they're saying this is what's going to happen as of January 1st, and this is what's to come. So they're saying we're not going to try to make some crazy industry or force something that is already here and control it and crazy license. They're obviously going to have policies, but their legislation is much more clear than what New Jersey's. I guess that's what I'm getting at. And somebody had said that this dude I follow on YouTube, he was talking about what's going to happen when legislation comes to your state, and he's be really careful. And I got overly excited with that being said, and I was man, it's going to be legal. But when you read the fine print, obviously what we all learned in New Jersey was it's not so simple. So our legislation was clearly different than other states. But it looks like congratulations to Arizona and South Dakota. You guys are moving forward. And I didn't see too many crazy things. I am going to look up some more information and kind of see how your legislation is panning out for licensing, because I'm kind of curious on what you guys are doing. But again, New Jersey just seems man, you Google that and it's the stuff you see just with New Jersey cannabis is nothing but it's not good. So I don't know if that's just a New Jersey thing. I don't know if that's just us, we like the drama or something, but it seems other states weren't so bad. Even Montana was they weren't thrilled with it, but I didn't see crazy stuff yet. So maybe if somebody from one of those states sees that, you can kind of chime in and maybe talk about what's going on, or maybe some issues you guys are having. But yeah, man, hopefully everything gets moved forward quick. December 17th, that's a while from now. I did not see anything. I checked the other dates. I didn't see anything that looked like it, and I wasn't able to click on those bills. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of refresh daily and see if I can find maybe any additional information that they have on there, and each day I'll kind of just like see. You can, if you go on NewJerseyLedge.com, you can kind of see for yourself each breakdown of like what's going to be talked about on those days, and like as it gets closer, it'll show you like if it's going to happen. Everything so far has just been canceled, so or nothing posted. So 17th is the next available thing, and I guess we'll see what happens from there. But who knows? It could be sooner if they maybe meet in a middle ground. That maybe or maybe if they come to ground sooner. Who knows? Also, one thing that I wanted to just talk about was that. What I kept seeing was that the lift for cannabis ban for nationwide legalization, that looks like that's something that's going to like hit the floor at least in some aspects. So I know that's like, and I don't truly understand it, and I have to just keep reading it to maybe figure it out. But what I get from that is that this is for a national level. It has nothing to do with New Jersey in this. It's just for the United States, I'm assuming. But the fact that it's here and it's reached this part, I have not seen that this has come up about that it's going to ever hit the floor, or it has before. So the fact that this is the first step, that they're doing this on a level of across the board for everyone, that's pretty cool. So there's obviously some states that didn't even get it this year or were able to vote on it and didn't even see it on a ballot. We're lucky that we had that opportunity. Some states were not so lucky. So that means if that was to happen, that they would basically what that means is that cannabis across, New Jersey, New York, PA, anybody, it doesn't matter. Cannabis will be legal. So if you have a state now that currently says, we don't care, we think if it's like the devil's weed and, you're going to hell, it's just like heroin and meth, you'll be able to get cannabis, or it'll be, looked at as it's going to be, descheduled as a narcotic. So with that being said, if you're a state that's still struggling, and even in a worse state than us, you'll be able to partake in cannabis and not be penalized, regardless of how your law or your local lawmakers feel. So that's something pretty cool. And whether it gets shut down or not, that just means just like New Jersey had a year ago, the cannabis came up and it was voted down. This is just the first step to saying, hey, we're taking this to the next level. So, even if you're in a state and you see this and you're like, shit, man, we're not even talking about this, there's still hope, man. It's people are saying within the next 5 years we should see cannabis, legal across every single state, in the United States. And I hope that's true, because it helps many people. And but we'll see, guys. Anyways, I'm done rambling for the day. I got almost 8 minutes of your lights. Thanks for watching. And as soon as I figure some news out or find some more cool stuff out, I will share it with you. Guys, thanks again. Helpful comments, always welcome. Again, stay safe out there. Take care, guys.